Hey YouTube, what's happening? This is Rudy, the MTB beginner here to visit with you guys about another beginner mountain bike video. Now, if this is your first time here visiting my channel and watching one of my videos, please consider liking and subscribing if you get any kind of entertainment value out of this. I appreciate it. If you guys are already a subscriber, thanks for being here to yet watch another one of my videos. Now we're just going to get right into it. There are only two things that you actually need before going out and riding your mountain bike that you just purchased. And you will need other things along the way, but you've already spent hundreds of dollars, maybe thousands of dollars on your first mountain bike, possibly. And a lot of the mountain bikes, they come with pedals, so you really don't need pedals. But what you do need is a helmet. You need a really well-fitted helmet, and spend some time with this and spend a little bit of money on this as well. Some key features that I think is going to help you guys along the way that I've learned is make sure that the helmet fits. I didn't purchase a helmet whenever I got the bike because I already had a helmet. The helmet that I had actually did not fit well, and I suffered from it, and I went out and purchased a helmet there shortly afterwards. So take these things in consideration. Make sure that that helmet fits. Put it on. Make sure that it's got a lot of adjustments. I really recommend getting something like this helmet that has the BOA style dial on there, so whenever you turn this, it just snugs up on your head, or you loosen it. You know, it just has a lot of different ways to fit several different people's heads. So make sure that that fits good. Also make sure that whenever you strap up, that the strap is nice and comfortable, and that there is room for adjustment, rather it be to snug it up a little bit or to loosen it a little bit. Things change whenever you're in the store trying on a helmet. For example, you're not hot, you're not sweating, okay? And those are the key main features that you need to take in consideration whenever you're purchasing a helmet, that there are enough adjustments to help battle those elements, okay? Padding. I would not purchase another helmet unless it has at least 2 sets of paddings. And nowadays, a lot of the bicycle helmets are coming with 2 sets of padding, meaning this helmet came with the padding that's in it currently. It's also came with a small bag that had every piece of padding in there, so that when this padding gets old and smelly and I need to wash it, I can put it in my dirty clothes basket and worry about it at a different time, and I can replace it with the other padding and switch those in and out as needed. I would also highly recommend, as a mountain biker, that you get something that has a visor. If it's fixed, great. If it's adjustable, even better. But the reason that you want this visor is because it's going to help protect you from some of the elements that you're going to be battling with out there in the mountain bike community, right? Meaning the sun, right? It's gonna act as a ball cap, and it's gonna block some of the sun rays from coming down. Rain, sleet, snow, if that's your thing, it's gonna help protect, you know, from some of that stuff getting into your face. Also, the brush, right? The brush. So if you're going down a trail and maybe it's springtime and things are growing out, and you don't see the brush coming out ahead and you can't get out of the way of it, what are you gonna do? You're gonna duck your head, and you're gonna kind of head onto that, and hopefully this is just gonna skim off of there, and it's not gonna come down across your face, but it's gonna move the branches away and brush off of you real quickly. That's why I recommend getting a helmet with a visor. Okay, I think it's a good idea. The other thing that I won't buy another helmet from here on out. I won't buy another helmet that doesn't have the MEP system. MEP stands for Multi-Directional Impact Protection System. I think I'm pretty much right on with that. And the way that you can identify that is that this little yellow sticker that's on the back. And I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time about this because there are plenty of other better videos out there discussing and talking about the MEP system. But basically what it is, if you are in the unfortunate event that you get into an accident and that helmet turns, you know, one way or the other, right? Your head's going to turn with it, you know, not only because it's strapped in, but because that's just the nature of things. Well, with the MEP system, there's actually, inside the helmet, there's another dome-like protection that goes over another shell within the shell of the helmet that you strap into, that whenever you move or you have the situation where you take a serious impact, that helmet moves, your head's gonna stay still where that helmet moves. So it helps protect from like CTE damage or concussions, things like that. It helps from making your brain roll around inside your head after a serious impact. So look it up. I simply just will not buy another helmet that doesn't have the MEPS system in it. So, and that's really pretty much it as far as the helmet information goes. Good fit, adjustment, chin strap adjustment, padding, and a visor. Take all those things in consideration whenever you're looking out to purchase your first mountain bike helmet, okay? The next piece of equipment is eyewear, okay? I highly recommend that you go to like your hardware store and you purchase something like a protective, impact resistant eyewear, because the lens is going to be a little bit thicker. I also recommend that you find something that's got some adjustment to it, meaning the ears and the nose piece. Make sure that the nose piece is like gel or soft, because we spend a lot of time in those, and it's just not one of those items that you don't want to be having to worry about taking in and off or having your mind distracted because of how uncomfortable something is. So taking your mind off the trail because of how uncomfortable something is. So what I ended up doing is I went to my local hardware store and I picked these up. They were $15, and I've worn the heck out of these things. I will go pick up another pair. I should have picked up 2 pair whenever I got these. The earpieces are adjustable up and down, right? They also extend and extract, so that helps with the adjustment. The nose piece is soft and the lens is clear, and I recommend getting a clear lens because when you're out there and you're mountain biking, you transition a lot from really bright sun into dense forest area where it's nice and shaded, right? And whenever you do that, your eyes have to adjust, and they adjust much easier whenever you have a clear lens in. Rather, if you have a dark pair of sunglasses or something like that, that's going to take a little bit longer for you to adjust. So I recommend as a beginner to get a protective pair of eyewear that's clear, and that's pretty much it. That's all you need to ride your bike for the first time. If you're like me and you ride locally, if you get into a fortunate event where you get a flat, yeah, I might have to walk a mile, and that's not so bad. But later on down the road, and I will have another video about this, there are several other things that you're going to need along the way: multi-tool, a shock pump, making your tires tubeless, things like that. That's going to help you along the road. But those are more expenses, and those are later on down the road. You don't have to get those things right away. If you can't afford them, great. I will have a video talking about that. But the 2 things that you need to go out on your first mountain bike ride after you've just purchased your mountain bike is a nice pair of protective eyewear and a really well-fitted helmet. And that's it, guys. If you've enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing like I mentioned before. If you're already a subscriber, thank you again for watching my video in complete. Leave me a comment down below. Thanks for watching, guys. Now go put your butt on a seat and ride your bike.